Hello Reformers and welcome back to Sellswords Ashen Company. It has been updated, actually a pretty significant update. The graphics have been changed, the developer has added directional attacks and also parries as well. So we're going to be going into a custom battle once again. The game, by the way, comes out in under 2 days. So if you'd like to check that out, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, we're going to go into custom battle. Once again, you can choose your army color, and there are going to be 3 factions in the game as well. Unfortunately, at the moment, we don't have any choice about that, but obviously very early on in development so far, and it's going to launch into early access very soon, as I say. So otherwise, there's obviously a land battle here, and then you can choose the map. We're just going to be going with the default here, and I was actually just playing with the Greatsword, and the Greatsword is really, really fun to use. There are a number of others that you can select from. As you can see, they also change your range and the amount of damage that you're able to deal. Of course, you can, if you want to, go for a sword and shield. Personally, not a big fan of that, so I'm actually going to go for a super powerful poleaxe. I think that is going to be pretty fun to use. It is going to mean that I will use a huge amount of stamina every time I attack. There's many more customization options as well. As you can see, skin color, we have hair color right here as well, and we also have different hair. Obviously, if I were to use a different helmet, which you can actually modify now, you can actually modify what you're using. So as you can see, you can actually just decide what kind of hair you have. Not too many options there just yet, but obviously, as I say, very early in development still, but it's kind of cool. You're gonna be really pleased about the changes about the graphics, because I know a lot of people in the previous version were not particularly pleased with the graphics. I personally felt like it was pretty nice and colorful, but obviously, you know, some people don't really appreciate that, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, point is, as you can see, my armor rating has now gone down, but if I were to now equip a helmet of some kind, it is then going to give me some additions. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. I like that the cosmetics actually change your stats. I think that's really nice. I don't think... Oh, the shoulder armor does change things by a very small amount. Elbow armor also does a little bit there as well. Chest armor, I think we'll probably do that once it changes to leather. Yeah. As you can see, there's leather available as well if you want to. Personally, I would probably warn against it, at least for the moment, because you lose a huge amount of armor for not that much stamina, so definitely something to be a bit worried about there. Just going to randomly choose things. There's a belt. Don't know whether the belt has any effect. Doesn't seem like the belt has any effect at the moment. And then, of course, we have gauntlets here, so I have 99 armor. I think that's pretty crazy. I don't think I can actually get more than that. No, I don't think I can actually get more than that, so I might as well, you know... Oh, I can. I can get 100. Oh, okay, that's pretty crazy. Okay, anyway, let us go, and as you can see, there are some new units as well, because beforehand, as far as I am aware, you could only get swordsmen and heavy swordsmen. Now you have two-handed swordsmen and royal guards. I think, were they in the game before? Not entirely sure, but whatever the case, it's going to be really, really cool to see these guys in action. Just going to be giving the AI and myself the exact same armies, because, well, even though I may not have a lot of faith in my own abilities to command an army, I think we'll do okay. So we're gonna just select these 2 archers here, and we're just gonna move them into position. Bear in mind that the enemy is actually going to be coming towards us, so we probably want to be a bit careful about where we place our archers, of course. So let's select all of these guys as well, and we're going to put them like so. I'm not going to do too much in the way of tactics here, because I basically just want to show you the new graphics. So as you can see, they are much less... I think the most common theme that I saw in the comments was much less cartoony, because they were quite, as I say, quite colorful, but now they are much more realistic in that sense. And now, you may be wondering, how does the directional combat work? Well, the directional combat is very much keyboard focused, which I'm gonna say I'm not used to. I'm not used to using the keyboard to actually attack, because in other games that allow you to use your, use your mouse or use your keyboard or whatever to affect the direction of your attacks, I usually use mouse. So it is going to be a bit difficult for me to get used to that, but hopefully... Oh, wow, my archers are getting murdered. Yeah, did you see that? Basically, every single one of my archers has been murdered so far because these guys were in position and they are just shooting us like no one's business. So I'm actually going to tell our archers to fire at them, and we'll see what we can do about that. And what we're going to do here is, well, I actually don't know. I think we should probably tell these guys to go in here, and we will tell these guys to attack the two-handed swordsman as well. We're basically just going to try and eliminate the other flanks, so we'll just try and eliminate the right flank of our opponent. And this is the first time I'm fighting with the poleaxe, by the way, so I don't know how it's going to go, but hopefully it's going to go quite nicely. And I don't know how much stamina it's actually going to use. Oh, look at that. Yes. No, no, no. How dare you? How dare you? That's not very nice of you, is it? Okay, so let's use some... So as you can see, I do have some directional attacks right here. Hopefully I'm not going to die. That would be pretty awful. Okay, I'm just going to try and move away here for a second. Okay, so there's a right directional attack, and there's a left directional attack. So what you have to do to actually attack with those is to hold either A or D, dependent on where you want to go, whether you want to go left or whether you want to go right. And also, obviously, if you're holding back like S, if you're holding S, then you get a thrust, as you can see right there. So that's pretty cool too. I'm a pretty big fan of that, actually. Unfortunately, I am getting staggered by the two-handed users. They are very... Oh, yeah. There we go. Take that. He's dead. Very nice. Let's try and kill him. Yes, he's dead. Okay, fantastic. Very good. Let's try and help out our friend there. There we go. And maybe we can help out someone else here as well. Oh, I think I might be dead, or I might be dying. Oh, that's not going too well. Actually, we're doing pretty well here, I think, because as you can see, our archers have eliminated theirs on at least on the right. Wait a minute, are these guys all dead? These guys are all dead apart from those. Okay, we're actually doing fantastically then. Our archers seem to be doing an absolutely perfect job. Very nice indeed. Okay, kind of surprised. Okay, let's try and do some damage here. I've got to be a bit careful because I am very low in HP, so, you know, making sure that I don't take too much damage is definitely a thing. And considering these two-handed guys, they're pretty... is that mine? I don't know which one's mine. I can't really tell about these colors at the moment. Oh, yes, thank you very much. Oh, he helped me. Did you see that? Oh, the death animations are really cool as well. They have been improved significantly. Bear in mind that I believe this is a single developer, so really, really impressive work so far, and being able to just change all the graphics just so incredibly quickly, really quite impressive. Anyway, let's see if I can maybe help out here. Yes, there we go, he's dead. Is that mine? No, that's not mine. There we go, that's the enemy. Let's try and... yeah, you know what? You should definitely pick up the game when it releases in under 2 days and do better than me. Just do better than me, you know? I mean, it's not difficult, is it? It's not really difficult. Yeah, take him out. There we go. We took that guy down. And maybe we can do a little bit of extra damage here as well. I do have a huge amount of reach, so I should probably try and use that to my advantage. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, well. So, we were actually winning that before I got myself absolutely murdered. So, are we still winning? Our archers are doing absolutely fine. Oh, yeah, look, there's just a very small contingent of archers back there. So, I'm now going to tell the archers, our archers, to fire at the royal guards, because that's what we should do. And can I move around? Yeah, it seems like the unfortunately the taking control of another unit or respawning or whatever the case may be is not yet implemented. If it is, I think it probably will be at some point, because people quite like that. I definitely would appreciate it, considering I like running in, you know. I like running in, doing a lot of damage, and then seeing how I do, and if I die, then, you know, I don't want it to be too punishing, obviously. So yeah, but I think that the improvements to the graphics have been very, very nicely done, and the directional attacks, they're great. They're very, very good because it's not going to be kind of Skyrim kind of combat. It's not going to be like that, where you just click a button and then it does, you know, certain combo here and there. But it's going to be much more skill-based as a result. What I would like to see is the parry mechanic. The parry mechanic being a little bit more responsive, because as you could no doubt tell in the fights that I participated in, I was not really able to parry that well, mainly because I was being staggered. Not entirely sure if that is a thing, you know, so like, you know, whether the stagger can be actually broken, or whether it's just because I was being attacked by some pretty heavy units. Maybe that was the reason. So anyway, we are going to now tell these guys to attack the... Oh no, let's not attack the Royal Guards. Let's attack the Swordsmen. The Swordsmen seem to be needing a bit of murdering done to them. Let's do that. And let's tell our... Ooh, we don't have very many Royal Guards left. Let's tell our two-handed guys to murder the enemy's Royal Guards. And we will tell our archers to reposition as well, and to actually start attacking the enemy swordsmen as well. That seems like a good plan to me. Alright, so the cool thing as well about this game is that you can actually do this. You can enter photo mode, and you can actually freeze time if you so desire, and take a screenshot. You can actually take a little bit of a photo there. So if I wanted to freeze time, boom, everything stops. And then I can start it again. So pretty awesome for those action shots. Maybe, oh, look. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, that was... It's kind of funny, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. I think that's really, really cool, actually. And yeah, it seems like obviously the swordsmen are being a bit, they're being a bit weird at the moment, aren't they? They're being a bit weird. So I'm actually going to just go back to RTS mode here, and maybe we can tell them to charge in a little bit more, because these guys are being a bit. They're being a bit, you know, being a bit chicken, so, you know, suffice it to say. But we are doing a pretty decent job of murdering most of the opponents so far, so I'm pretty happy with that. How are our archers doing? Let's actually go over to our archers once we get out of here in photo mode and actually take a look. There's our archers. Are they back here? There they are. There they are over there. Okay, they seem to be a bit far away. Are they a bit too far away? Maybe I need to move them a little bit closer, because they might not even be able to see the opponent. I don't know whether they even need to. Have they run out of arrows? Do they actually run out of arrows? I think they might have run out of arrows, actually. That might be the main issue here. Yes, so I think I might need to... Oh, that's the reason why we're not actually killing anything right now, by the looks of things, because our archers have run out of arrows. So that is a bit of a shame. But what we can do is maybe move them a little bit closer, and then we'll see how that goes. And I can actually command these guys in RTS form as well, so I don't actually need to go back into captain or a captain mode or anything like that. So maybe if we just move a little bit closer, I might be able to then do something here. Let's have a look. Are they actually going to fire, or do they not have arrows? They probably don't have any more arrows, let's face it. They've been firing away for quite some time, so, you know, them unleashing so many arrows over a short period of time is definitely going to result in them not having any more ammunition, which is a shame. But we have eliminated every single other enemy force here, apart from the swordsmen, who only have 10 units remaining, and then there is just a very small contingent of longbowmen, and that is it. But yeah, I'm loving how the game is progressing so far. I think the improvements to the graphics and the adding of... Oh no, they do have arrows. Oh, that's weird. They do have arrows. Okay, well that's a little bit strange, isn't it? Okay, well, whatever the case, they have eliminated the last of the the last of the enemy archers. It seems like they just didn't want to fire against the swordsmen, mainly because they're probably already embroiled in battle against some of our people, so they probably didn't want to hit our own units. That's probably it. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. It comes out in less than 2 days, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this game goes, because so far it's looking really, really good. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.